It's time for what we do every week about this time, your Healthy Dose, brought to you by Hannibal Regional Healthcare Systems. And Nancy Hayes is our guest in studio today. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. And I know you've said you've done a little radio with us before, but it's been quite a while. So I guess with that said, welcome back. And we're talking about National Nutrition Month. I guess we'll kind of start with that. Give us just a little background on what National Nutrition Month is.
Well, the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics celebrates each March to reinforce the importance of developing both sound eating and physical activity habits. The theme this year is Bite into a Healthy Lifestyle. And I think this theme actually encourages everyone to adopt both eating and physical activity plans that are focused on making informed food choices and getting in that daily exercise, both promoting the optimal health as well as reducing those risks of chronic disease such as cancer, diabetes, heart disease.
Is there one certain group that we should be eating? Is it just, if I had to pick, should I pick one? Is it just vegetables? What would you consider a healthy eating plan?
We need to have all the different food groups. Okay. A healthy eating plan is a balance and a variety from all of the different food groups. I look at it as we need to eat a healthy plan of nutrient-rich foods. When we talk about nutrient-rich foods, we're looking at vegetables, fruits, fish and seafood, poultry, whole grains.
What about worms? I've heard those, but I've heard they're full of nutrients. I'm sure most people.
A little bit of protein in them,
there
but
you go, yeah.
We may not go that direction.
Oh my goodness! And one thing, I know, and it's great to have that well balanced, plan. A lot of people think they can get there by taking supplements, and that's not just a new thing. That's been something happening for a long time, and it just gets more popular. It seems as we go along. Talk about that. It's not one of these things where it's not a magic formula where you can just take supplements and think that's going to get you through, right?
There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, we need to eat all of those different food groups to be able to get the vitamins, minerals we need, because each one of the food groups have different amounts of vitamins or protein or the complex carbs that our bodies run on. So we've got to combine all of those. The other thing is it's not any one particular nutrient that actually provides that optimal health and makes us, the Superman that we are. It's the combination of all of them. Researchers have tried to draw out specific vitamins or minerals and say it's this particular item, the vitamin A or E that's in this product that's causing these benefits. But when people then just take the supplement and not eating those foods, they don't get the same results.
Right.
The other factor with it is if we're taking a supplement, we're not actually getting full on those or getting energy from them. So what are we eating? Are we eating those other foods that aren't so good for us, the high fats and the sugars and such that are going to negate all of the benefits of the nutrients?
Right.
So there's not one magic pill
to
take.
I'm sorry.
No, and nor there probably is there just one magic food either.
No, there's not.
And so what about the amount of food that you need to take versus the amount of activity that you have?
We've got to combine it. Each person is different on how much food that we can eat, as well as where our physical activity is going to maintain a healthy weight and to lose weight if we need to get to our optimal weight that we need to be at. In general, we usually say trying to get at least 2.5 cups of vegetables every day, 2 cups of fruits every day, 5 to 6 ounces of meat, 6 to 8 ounces of grain products with at least half of those whole grain, and then at least 3 cups of fat-free or low-fat dairy products.
I am so far behind that, not far behind, but I am way off on what I need to be doing. And I kind of already knew that. But one mistake I used to make, and I still kind of make, is I always kind of had this mindset that, I go exercise, go to the gym 4 days a week. For whatever, I don't need to eat healthy because I go to the gym. That's not true, though, right?
Correct. Because it is found through research that certain foods, those combination of foods, those fruits and vegetables have phytochemicals and other nutrients in them that are protective for our heart. Exercise will help us also. Exercise helps to reduce the bad cholesterol and improve our good cholesterol, those ratios and such. But foods that we eat will also give us that extra benefit that combined, the two of them together, are where we're going to succeed.
a good point. I mean, I just thought, I exercise, I can eat whatever I want, it doesn't matter. Well, you might build muscle, but that doesn't necessarily mean your body's going to be healthy on the inside all the time.
And as you get older, it's going to change.
Exactly.
As well.
Metabolisms, age, all of that plays a factor. But the positive is the more you exercise, the more you could eat a little extra.
That's true. That's very true. So they kind of go hand in hand. The benefits are shared. Kind of to wrap it up a little bit here, a lot of people on limited budgets, and that seems to be, a majority of the people are on limited budgets one way or another. Eating healthy, it seems to be expensive, but in reality, it's probably not necessarily always expensive. I mean, what are some easy suggestions for people that may want to get started?
One of the first things is we have to have a plan. We need to plan ahead on what we're doing. Plan out a budget, even of how much food that we, how much we can afford each week. And then base that off of planned menus. Look at the local newspaper ads and all the different grocery stores and see what's on sale that week. Make your menus based off of what's on sale that week. If you can get the fresh or the fruits and vegetables, go for that. If not, buy the frozen. Mm-hmm. Buy things in season because blueberries are going to cost a whole lot more money now than they are, during the spring or the summer. So looking at what's in season. When we get into the farmer's market where we have it, around here grown locally, it's going to be cheaper, easier to afford. Sometimes buying in bulk is a good thing. Sometimes it's not if you don't have the storage space, if you don't have the freezer to keep it and such. But things such as buying fresh peppers and then cutting them up and putting them in the freezer so you have them available at all times for different recipes and such on that line. Meats are one of the more expensive food items out there for the protein sources. So looking at other options, whether it be dried beans and peas, whether it be eggs, or just buying those things on sale and watching that factor. The other thing is our portion sizes. We don't need to have huge portions of those meats and such, so we can make them last longer if we eat the appropriate portion sizes too.
Great stuff. And, there's a ton of information that is important. And I'm sure, a lot of this is, it's simplified, but I know that if you want more information, it's something you can help people with as well. What's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they want more information about what they could be doing to help their lifestyle?
Sure. They can call the main number of the hospital, which is 573-248-1300. And ask for me or the dietitian, or even email works great too. And mine is nancy.hayes@hrhonline.org.
All right, perfect. And again, National Nutrition Month. So take the advice you heard here today. And it's probably for some people going to be tough to put it all into action at once, but something. It's a start one way or another, whether that's food or exercise. And some people look at it and think it seems overwhelming, but
you start somewhere and you build on it. Even if you can only do 15 minutes of exercise a day because of time constraints, etc., do that, and then you build on it from there. But you got to have a goal to start from.
And maybe even just writing it down makes a big difference.
Yes,
too.
it does.
Yeah.
Good point. All right, Nancy Hayes, registered dietitian, Hannibal Regional Healthcare Systems. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to talking to you in the future. And again, people can call 573-248-1300 for more, or email nancy.hayes@hrhonline.org. Nancy, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And this has been your weekly Healthy Dose, Hannibal Regional Healthcare Systems. And again, their website, hannibalhealth.org.